That's how I... Captain's locker. Is this another one of those things that if I put stuff in it, it'll stay in there? I'm gonna look this up because I don't want to lose items, in fact. Sorry, somebody sent me a silly GIF. Or GIF, however. Wait. Oh man, it has a mass capacity. That's how they get ya. I wonder if that one in the other thing has like a mass capacity. Did we actually end up leaving? Did I actually end up leaving something in that? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I stole this. Can't remember where I stole it from, but definitely stole it. That's cool. Lucky boots. Wasn't this like a mission reward, I think? Boy, we're already at 300 of 400? How is that possible? How much stuff is in here? This stuff can't possibly weigh that much. Maybe it can, in fact. Alrighty. What does it want me to do? Remove that. Check in later. Hey, what's
This is so cool.
Somebody will probably be able to tell me, of course you left that item in blah and blank and blee, and then I'll be like, oh, I completely forgot what the item is. So I'm gonna actually go check there before anything. Also, because I'm pretty sure one of my quests has to do with that. He's very dark though. Over there, like they don't have better lighting. How are you supposed to check bounties while it's so dark? Mass. Oh, that was quick.
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. Let's hope that Mast takes these findings.
It says to check back in with you. Oh, it says later, I guess. I'm surprised it doesn't just not keep up a thing because terror brew. Ha ha ha. Keeping the peace. Agent Plato.
Seriously.
Oh, I know who Agent Plato is. He's the Aegis guy, right?
But instead, they found more than they bargained.
Did
I know
they?
your type. Freewheeling space ace.
It's pretty nice. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm very free or wielding or a space ace, honestly. So actually, it's not that great, really. Sorry to disappoint.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work.
Aegis. I was asked by UC Security to pick up something.
They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for a member of the Vanguard.
How do you know I'm a member of the Vanguard? They never even gave me a uniform. Sergeant Yumi needed the help, so I volunteered. No job is too small for me. Yay! I really need the credits. That's the one that should be on everybody's thing. Like when you have to go into an interview. I really need the credits, man. Are we really gonna ask why did you choose us? Because I hope that you would actually hire me. So
Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks.
I've moved up the ranks? Oh, that's right, I did. I started off higher because of my score. Which I might have been able to get the highest score. Thanks, I guess. You shouldn't assume. I'm not sure how you would know that. I mean...
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Why meet with me personally?
Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail.
What do you mean, the location's been compromised?
We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks.
I'll get back to you. I got it, just tell me where to pick it up.
Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
What's in the package?
Just the usual reports from agents in the field on persons of interest. Right now, the information isn't as important as who we're tracking.
Makes sense.
Good luck with the mission.
Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna need luck,
Hello.
though, to pick up a package. Unless the package is a bomb, then yes, I need all the luck in the world, please. Thank you. Deliver the package to Sergeant Yumi. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Did that person just do the Riker maneuver? Hopping over a chair one-legged?
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask.
I've got your package.
Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
In all of 5 seconds? It's a good way to find people with initiative. Whatever, just give me the credits. Glad it worked out. I wouldn't make a habit of recruiting people off the streets.
Oh yeah, once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. Initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
No doubt. Thanks. I appreciate as much work as I can get. You know, I am a poor captain. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. That's right, I do have a skill point I could use on something. That might be a very easy way to get a skill point. Sprint for 1,000 meters while 70%. I'm like kicking myself because I think I just need one. Yeah, I need one more conversation to unlock that. Jetpack jump boost 10 times while in combat. Oh, while in combat. I was gonna say. How do I can I not jump? Oh, I don't have my suit on anyway. Mission do I have active right now? Grunt work. I've spoken to Chief and acquired the Tau Ceti materials. I should head there to drop back to the brine. I don't know why it defaulted to that. Okay, let's go back to that because I said so. No, because I want to see if I remembered putting something in that storage container. I also want to check to see whether it actually does have a weight limit, because if it does have a weight limit, I will have to say that it is my least favorite thing about this game. And I'm sure there will be arguments about like, hey, the game is being realistic, but also like at the same time I'm sitting here going like, hey, the game's all about looting and the loot system and stuff, and why would you purposely make your items like really heavy and or have like really low weight things if, you know, a good portion of your game is about looting? That seems like you're contradicting the message you're telling me.
It's not that I don't like helping them, it's the opposite.
In fact, can I tell Vasco to go back to the ship in some way? I don't know. Well, it would help if I actually hit my ship instead of hitting the system, probably. What is Vasco actually good at? I didn't even read. I'm a bad captain. Fusion, EM weapon systems, shield systems, weightlifting, concealment, salvage. So that might be good if he was on foot with me. We'll go check my...
Next, you take advantage of the opportunity to rest in a safe location.
Alright, somebody said on TikTok that this game does not look pretty, and I wholeheartedly disagree with you. So, I definitely didn't leave anything in here, right? Oh man, you're gonna make me leave something in here. Do I have like a food thing to leave in here? Actually, that might be a good thing to leave. I thought that was milk. Okay. I think we'll leave as a lot of sushis, honestly. Sushi. We'll leave this because it's stolen, so I can easily determine whether that's mine or not. And then we'll leave milk because it's weird. And why not? And this is the drink that what's her name gave me, and like, what is up with this glass? And this drink looks so solid. Like, it doesn't seem like a drink, it looks goopy. Like, this is actually yogurt looking. I really, actually, really honestly hope that I can store an infinite amount of stuff, because then I'll just move a lot of the junk that's on my ship off of it. Vasco doesn't have anything on him, right? Wrong room.
Captain Eve, do you require my
You
assistance?
can return to your post now. Do you mind if I ask you some personal questions? Let's try.
How may I be of service?
Oh, I have no
Goodbye,
idea
Captain.
how you would be of service to me, of all people. Oh, I can't jump that? Oh, I can. Hey, you nodding off over there? Can't fall asleep.
Yes? We're just at the beginning of this mystery, and you're going to be there for it.
See about that.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle. Resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way. To put pieces like this together.
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Legwork never pays off quite the way you expect. Good, a chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sarah will follow you. Be logged as your follower if you continue. Oh no! She seems like an awful person to be a follower. It's not like I've had a guy who just like ran into me like a billion times. What do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary. Actually, there's some things I want to go. I'm doing my own first. Got it. You and me until we get the artifact.
My contact is John Tuala. I believe you've already met. Runs the Vanguard recruiting office. He sent word that there's a Vanguard in the Sol system who picked up an item recently. Unusual metallic construction. Sound familiar? His name is Moara. We'll need to head over to Mars and see if anyone knows where he is. I'm sure the local bartenders there must know something.
I shall resume my normal duties.
Yep. You do that.
Ready to head out there?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Or did you...
Nope. Nope.
Bye-bye.
What's going on? It's like I jinxed myself, right? I said earlier, oh, I never experience any glitches than when people say that there are glitches in the game. And then here we go, like glitches all around. Did we experience any glitches the first like few times I streamed this game? Absolutely none. Like the two or three times I streamed this game, no glitches whatsoever. Am I experiencing glitches now nonstop? Absolutely. Why? Good lord, who knows?
Ready to head out there? Or did you still need time on your own?
Actually, there's some things. What do I get out? Okay.
Goodbye.
Aren't you coming with me? Why can I still say that option? Mr. Vanguard. So, the old ask about more in Cydonia. Cydonia? What's Cydonia? Where's Cydonia? Ooh, going to Mars though sounds really cool. I really hope that we can go to Earth, and even though like I guess it collapsed or whatever and doesn't sustain life, I really hope we're still able to go there. Or the moon. Oh man, the moon better have like some like moon landers and you know the Apollo stuff. Like it better.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Oh, Lord. I just thought about leaving.
I heard they're making the Starware
always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
I don't know, unity maybe? That's what I get from it, at least. Sorry, he's asking for my present.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
I'm looking for work if you have any. How are the on-day operations
It's a
going?
lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people.
I'm looking for work if you have any.
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
I can do that for you. I don't have time right now. Why didn't he leave without identifying the assailant?
Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here, and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated.
Inebriated?
Which is another way of saying highly unreliable.
I don't have time right now. Why? Okay.
Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved.
Anything else I should know about this case?
According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds.
What's Dawn's Roost?
A restaurant over in the residential district. Caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where forks come in different sizes, depending on the food.
My favorite
See you
type
later,
of places. Where they smell the air of pretentiousness. They're pretentious and hide behind the cover of, oh, well, this is like elegance and stuff. And like, why does the size of the fork actually legitimately matter about what you're eating? Why is there different spoons for soups and like other things? Like, come on.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
How fast is this thing going then? Because I think it was in the residential. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going that fast. It looks very slow. Unless we're just seeing it pull out of the station and goes zoom. Like, wait a minute. In contact with the cell. No, I'm dumb. Why did I do that? Breaking. There we go. I was wondering why there was like no quest marker on the thingy, because I was like, doesn't that have to be the closest? I'm not listening to you, I'm sorry. Oh, you're just a citizen.
All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
I'm here about a fight that happened at your restaurant.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
These two men dined together. Do you know anything about a stolen wedding ring? Can you describe the patrons? Excuse me, I need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he stole something.
Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt.
Do you know anything about a stolen wedding ring? Can you describe the patrons?
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered.
That had to be the best description of two people, while that just like had a large fight in your restaurant, instead of being like, oh yeah, that mother effer, like rich people. Do you know anything about a stolen wedding ring?
I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly.
You need to find someone, one of the patrons involved. Okay.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Is the other guy here still?
Selling art is a bit of an art itself, you know.
Oh wow, you eat here too? Ruining lives for everybody. Here we go on another adventure. Another adventure to a faraway place. Yeah, no, I 100% kind of agree with people that were saying that on the internet, that were saying stuff about like the game kind of needing kind of like a Fallout thing where you get like some music or radio station. It also kind of makes more sense in this kind of setting rather than like, you know, obviously in something like Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls, because like, you know, it's a medieval type thing, so of course there's not going to be any music like that, and like, but like there are music realistically in the game with like bards, right? There are bards in there, and I should know, I am a bard. But like, yeah, I just feel like you should have something similar to that, like here, right? It would be nice to like hear like a newsnet or like some music in the world.
Oh, I can't believe that, Octavio.
But I guess I can understand why you didn't too. Go on, finish your rant. Dirty, rotten scoundrel. Man who's charged you with theft?
That lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star.
Whoa.
5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter.
You two were dating? What happened at the Dawn's Roost? Your ex claims you stole that ring.
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner. Our last, before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back.
How dare he?
He had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant?
That is
I
pretty
was
bold.
livid!
Yeah, no,
Still,
I'm with you, man.
I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off!
Yeah, no, like, I feel ya. I really, really honestly feel ya. Believe you me, I understand. You two were dating? I mean, I assume that was implied by what he just said. Your ex claims you stole the ring. I mean, he literally
Please,
said
I
that.
don't have time for this.
I'm sorry, my bad.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
Yeah, I think it's tech. Don't quote me on this. Like, I'm not of any sort of legal expert in any way, but I think it's not your property, right? It's still his property, mainly because you haven't gotten married or anything like that. Like, if you got married, you may be able to claim now it is your property. Like, it's, or it's both your properties at that point. But I don't think it's your he didn't just like go to the store and buy you a gift. It's not really a gift. It's like a, you know, a ring saying, hey, we're gonna get married. Like, it's not yours until you get married.
Why the silence? Are you going to arrest me or not?
I am so sorry. You are rightfully upset, honestly. Let me think about this. Agreed. There's no crime here. I'll tell Sergeant Yumi. You're free to go. It's still his property.
I don't care. I'm not giving it to you.
Stop being stubborn and just give me the ring. Let UC security take the ring for now. You can get it back later once the lawyers sort it out. Your gift is conditional. It's only yours if you actually got married. Yeah, isn't that what I was saying? It's only yours if you get married. Why would you want to keep something that reminds you of him?
I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to pawn it off.
Your gift is conditional.
Is that what the law says? To be honest, I am not sure.
What do you do? What you're doing is theft. Do you want to go to jail over this?
You're right. My stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often. Fine.
Yes.
I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a decent
Persuasion.
prison. Here.
Hey man, I get it. It's dirty and rotten. Just be, you know, take it from somebody who just came out of like a 10-year relationship where the other party kind of just threw it away over nothing. Like, be glad that you didn't make any strong commitments with them, because then you'd be going through all kinds of stuff. Like, if you guys had adopted kids, or like, you know, bought like a house together, or in this case an apartment or something like that, like, you know, or you had actually gotten married, like, it'd be so much worse, right? Like, it sucks, and I'm gonna tell you from experience, like, it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a long time because you spent a long time with that person. But, you know, in the end, like, be thankful it could be way worse. Instead of just hurting and stuff, like, you could be going through that hurt and financial problems. Like, you know, having to deal with like paying alimony because you have kids and stuff like that. Like, and you were married, and child support, and
As soon as my... I'm furious.
But I get you.
Felt so betrayed.
I get ya. It's okay though. I mean, your situation sucks, but it's okay that,
You're in the Vanguard, right?
it'll get better. It has to be. Has to get better. There are other people out there that will cherish you for who you are, and will treat you
Always
like,
good to see
you
another
know,
badge.
the way that you should be treated, you know? with respect and precious and all that kind of stuff. That person threw you away, and honestly, you should thank them because, you know, now you know who they are and what the type of person that they are, and now you know, it was never gonna work out. As some religious folks would say, it is a blessing in disguise.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. Captain.
I finished my investigation of the fight at Dawn's Roost.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
Give the ring. I did. Here you go. Keep ring. The ring wasn't stolen. It was gifted. Still working on it.
Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Hardly surprising for a captain of the UC Vanguard, but still, impressive nonetheless. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
I appreciate you, honestly. Okay, so I got another notification that I can go back to that person. I don't know whether, like, this is actually a real thing now. We shall see, I guess. I keep forgetting that I can't sprint to places. Oh, let me, well, I'm thinking about it. Let's get that persuasion up. Success for 10 speeches. Scavenge. Let's see. Can force a target NPC at or below your level to stop fighting for a while. Is that like a power? When a situation calls for the word and non-weapons, it has to rely on those trained in statecraft. Investigation, leadership, investigation. What does it say? When combat is required, it can be advantageous to convince others to do the fight for you. Manipulation studies have shown that suggestion is not an art but a science and such. Ship command, sociology. While while sentient life has yet to be discovered, the galaxy's alien species are generally intelligent enough to susceptible to the power of suggestion. How does that work? Negotiation, relation, theft, scavenging, gastronomy, deception, intimidation. Roger that. I know I have another skill point, but it's this little thingamabobber, and Boy, I really said that we were gonna get off this planet in like 2 hours, and it's almost, I've only almost been streaming for 3 hours now. I would like to humbly apologize for all the people who decide to watch and continually watch me in the same area over and over.
Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
I can't even imagine. No, honestly, I can't. We really, really can't.
It's amazing.
Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
Predates
I hadn't expected to run into you again.
Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
I'll let her go and say her thing. What was it you were doing out here? Last time I saw you, you were pretty agitated. Looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse.
Oh, I get it.
The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good.
Man, you are just a bundle of joy. Definitely not a worry word at all. Sounds like, and that's coming from a worry word. I see you. Sounds like it's time for the tree to come down. You must have some kind of plan.
I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
No, I don't follow. And now you need my help again. Let me guess, coworker and jilted lover?
What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST,
excuse me,
Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
I'll get your research. I don't want to get involved in this. I get it. You want me to squeeze him, make him squirm? Is something dropping? Like, something looks like it's dripping in the corner here. What is that? Why won't Amelia turn over the data over to you?
He's held a grudge against me for years. It's petty, really. I'm sure he thinks that doing this now will hold back my career. He wouldn't listen when I tried to explain this isn't about me. There are bigger concerns.
I'll get your research.
Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process?
I don't know about that. That sounds shady. You want me to lie? Oh no.
Wen really keeps the distribution center in tip-top shape.
Oh, it's that person. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, he's just standing here. I thought he was like literally outside the city. I was like, this is gonna be so much worse.
Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you doing out here? Out here? This is technically still in the city. On this business too. Need some research data on trees. Kelton Frost asked me to get some data from you.
Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done.
I don't like you now, because I feel like the way that you said that made it sound like I'm too dumb to understand what you have to say. Which, granted, I personally may be too dumb, but my character, in fact, is actually intelligent. I am mass business too. Need some research now on trees.
Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything.
How?
Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
Empath, I know how you feel. This is all frustrating for you, but you need to do the right thing here. It'll be cathartic. Why are you so against helping him? You should be the bigger man here. Kelton says this isn't about him. Lives could be at stake.
Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in Mast. I'm not going to forgive that, ever.
How? How did he do that? You should be the bigger person. I think this one makes sense. This is all frustrating for you, but you need to do the right thing here.
Yeah, that's all very touching. But cathartic or not, my career would still be in flames. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast.
What do you want me to do? This sounds shady. I don't want anything to do with it. Fine, I'm in.
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me.
Oh,
Make sure I
no.
look good next time promotions get passed around.
Oh no. This sounds shady. I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around.
Boy, really? That's the only way I can possibly get the data is doing some bad stuff? Can I go back to him and be like, hey, your buddy here, he's bad. And maybe, if you actually were involved in him getting, like, bad stuff, you know, noted on his job, maybe, I should give you a reward because he is bad and deserves all the bad stuff you can give.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the mast
What
payroll.
happens if nothing is done?
That man is a disgrace to his profession. His theories are drivel, his methods are sloppy, and his conclusions are, at best, highly questionable. He is a very poor scientist.
I can see that.
I saw fit to point this out when approached for his most recent personnel evaluation. He somehow got wind of it and has taken it very badly.
He can't be that bad. There's no room in science for holding grudges. Maybe you should apologize. I mean, I kind of agree with this middle statement, but I don't know. This might actually bury the hatchet type stuff.
My feelings precisely. The work and the results should be more important than our egos.
Yeah.
If only we all felt that way.
Yep. What happens if nothing is done?
Well, I'm afraid that's hard to say. Ultra-low frequency waves are a rare phenomenon. If they continue to increase, they might cause disturbances in the equilibrium of the city's residents. Headaches, nausea, that sort of thing. Eventually, the resulting vibrations could have effects not dissimilar to seismic activity. Nearby structures might be at risk. I really do hope we can find a solution soon. I hope this isn't asking too much of you.
I have to do the illegal thing, and I don't want to do the illegal thing.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
That's who I think it is.
Nothing wrong with a simple bet.
Hey,
Well,
it's Tim
as long as
Russ.
we win.
We all love Tim Russ. Now, if we had some Keith David in here. If only. Let's...
changed your mind, did you? Willing to help me get a promotion?
I really don't want to. Nope. Still not interested.
Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally
can't imagine
unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the mass network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
Oh, this is like the apartment I locked open. I knew that was gonna come in handy again. Or come in use. Why not just finish what you started all by yourself? So this is doubly illegal. Sounds fun. I like a challenge.
Sorry, that's not on the table.
There has to be a way we can work this out. This isn't the way to get ahead. This situation is volatile. That data is crucial.
From where I'm standing, kinda seems like it is.
You're making this personal and it doesn't need to be. I know this is not the way to convince him.
Kelton already made this personal, you know. I'm just fixing it.
There has to be a way we can work this out. Handle over the data. It's the right thing to do.
There is. And I already explained exactly what it is.
Hand over the data is the right thing to do.
It's not that I don't want to do the
Critical
right thing.
success.
Okay, look,
Perfect.
look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Enough of this. I won't do it. Hand over the data now. Fine, I'll do it for the credits, but you better not stiff me.
Fine, fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
Whoa, okay. I was actually able to do it without having to do the stealing part. Nice. Love that success, that critical success. It's like dripping something from the tree. Why is your tree dripping?
We're not too late to avoid disaster. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
I've got it right here. That, I mean, it is a piece of work. I mean, yeah, it took some convincing, but here it is. You owe me for this.
Wonderful. I see you have the gift of the gab. I hope that Emilio wasn't too insufferable.
Oh
I'm
no, he
sorry
was
if
very
this was complicated.
insufferable.
I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
I'm just doing my part. Kudos to anybody who got that joke. I'll do anything if the credits are good. Cutting the thing down is always an option.
And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
I'm sure people, when they watch this, are like, you could have made like 10,000 credits by doing the illegal thing. Why did you do the goody two-shoes things? And I'm like, it's not about the credits.